I'd like to talk to you about parts. When I work with my clients privately, one-on-one, I often am able to work with the parts of them that are resisting weight loss. It's a part of them that's sabotaging. They're creating sabotaging behaviors. There's a resistance to maybe exercise or a resistance to eating slowly or consciously, maybe as a resistance to drinking water. Whatever the resistance or issue is that's preventing the person from actually reducing their body size and shape and weight to what they actually want to be. And when I work with my clients in hypnosis, I'll take them into a trance and I'll start to communicate with the part of them that's responsible for that sabotaging behavior, the resistant type behavior. Quite interesting. You see, we all have different parts of us. In our subconscious mind, we're made up of multiple parts. And it's important when we want change to have the part in charge that is bought into the change, that is willing to do the things that it takes to change. And if there's another part that's in charge, that's the sabotaging one, is the resistance one, then the goals don't happen. The weight loss doesn't happen. So when I work with my clients one-on-one, I'll ask to speak to the part that's responsible for that sabotaging behavior, the resistance. And what I find is that that part was created at some time in the person's life when the person needed protection. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine a little girl, a young lady, and maybe she's getting some unwanted attention, physical attention, and she's learned that maybe the big girls don't get as much attention. And so her mind starts to think about ways to protect her. And she starts to recognize, wait a second, if the big girls don't get bothered, because have you ever heard about when you grow up to be a big girl, everything will be just fine? Direct suggestion to the subconscious mind, especially when you're young. Big girl. Oh, what does that mean? Big girl. Meant something different. The adult meant something different by it. But the subconscious mind went, big girl. So a part then is created to ensure the protection of that child and young person. And so habits start to form to eat, to drink beverages, to slow the movement down so the big girl can start to protect the young girl that had the unwanted advances. That's just one example. Now there's also another example, let's say the resistance to exercise. What if a person was like gung-ho and they were exercising and everything was going great, and then all of a sudden there was an injury? And it kind of took them out of commission for a while. And they wanted to get back because they were afraid that they were going to gain weight. So they go out and they exercise again and they injure themselves again. And their subconscious is learning, it's like, wait a sec, this is dangerous. We better slow this whole thing down so the body can heal. Exercise is now dangerous in the subconscious mind. And a part starts to get developed and it becomes in charge, so it prevents the person from exercising because exercising is danger because it's going to prevent the healing process. And what happens when that part is left in charge for years, maybe even decades? No more exercise happens. And yet the person used to dance and swim and run and go for walks and played sports and dance and all that kind of stuff. But now, nothing. There's a part that's in charge, probably got installed, created a long time ago when, again, protection was needed. Now, we're not working one-on-one, so what I can give you a suggestion is take some time for yourself. Ask yourself, ask your subconscious mind. Ask that subconscious mind if all parts of yourself are on board with achieving your desired outcome, the weight loss goal. And if there's a part that's not in agreement with this weight loss goal, ask it if it still needs to protect you, or has life changed? Have you learned something? Are you able to handle situations differently? Is it safe now to exercise? Is it safe to drink the water? Is it safe to eat slowly and consciously? Is it okay to do something else rather than stuffing food in your mouth into your body if you're feeling emotional? Is it safe to show your emotions? Ask to speak to all the parts of you. Let them know that you're okay, that you're safe, that you're protected, that you have a desire now to change the shape of your body. Ask all parts to get on board to do what you want it to do. Move your body. Eat slowly and consciously. Eat only when you are hungry. Drink lots of water. And listen to the audio recordings to help you get you what you want. That's a little introduction to parts and parts therapy. If you'd like to learn more about parts, reach out to me. I'd be happy to explain more.